Hey, good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Rob here for Southwest Florida Television. I am at Delnor-Wiggins Pass State Park in North Naples, Florida. It is 68 degrees right now, 68 degrees. Unfortunately, we are still seeing signs of a red tide here. The smell isn't real strong right now where I'm at in this section of the park, up at the north end, up in Area 4. But there are still lots of dead fish along the beach and out in the water. So sad. So sad. With the exception of the red tide, though, it is absolutely gorgeous out here. But that red tide kind of takes the fun out of it. There's a whole bunch of seagulls. Some terns and seagulls. The lesser crested terns there with their orange beaks. Just hoping that the birds don't get sick from eating those fish that have been washing up on the beach. Yeah, let's keep walking down to the south. Just from my own observations here, the red tide does not seem near as bad as it was yesterday, right at this particular spot. That doesn't mean 100 yards down the beach or 100 yards up the beach it's bad. I mean, that red tide is in pockets. Some places it's really, really strong. In some places it's non-existent. It's just hit or miss. Now here at Delnor-Wiggins Pass State Park, the rangers and volunteers, they have been picking up the dead fish off the beach, trying to keep it clean. But they normally, right now we're at low tide. They will normally wait until high tide to collect the fish when they come in and are washed up all the way up onto the beach. But this is not looking, it looks nothing like it looked like yesterday morning out here. I don't know when they're going to be taking new water samples. Seems like they take a sample every 3 days. It's a big job to collect all that information. Good morning, Elsie. But sadly, I'm not seeing any little olive shells crawling around on the sandbar here. Not seeing any fighting conchs crawling around. So far, much better than yesterday. Much better than yesterday. Whoops, darn it. Hang on. The gimbal just threw a hissy fit. See if I can reset it here. Hang on. Come on, gimbal. There we go. Sorry about that. The gimbal just threw a tantrum. Let's talk about live conchs. There's a live fighting conch down here crawling around. It's out of his shell and kind of crawling along the beach. So there is some life here. I think he's alive. Hopefully he's not dying. I'm gonna pick him up and see if he snaps back into his shell. See him moving around a little bit down there. There he goes. They don't move very fast. The fighting conchs. See what he does there. There's his eyes. On the end of those little antennas, both his eyes looking at me. Over there on the right. Well, he's still alive. That's a good sign. The little Florida fighting conch. I'd like to see some olive shells crawling around. Okay, there's another little fighting conch. I just walked by another one crawling around. The water is definitely much nicer. Definitely so far. So far, area 4 down into area 3, the water's way nicer than yesterday. Yesterday I couldn't even breathe. Area 4 up there to the north. That group of pine trees there, that's where Roy is. Yep. Seeing some little cockles out here as well on the sandbar. There's a little baby cockle, live cockle. Hopefully still alive in there. Oh man. A million times better out here. A million times better. They did have a big area of red tide that they found just offshore, about a mile offshore of Wiggins Pass. Don't know where that's moved to, if it's still hanging out there. But much, much better today. Much better. Only seeing that one mullet floating in the water. I have seen some dead fish up on the beach, up higher on the beach. But the rangers have been working hard to clean them up. I'm down at the skybox now at the north end of Area 3. But there are sadly dead fish way up here. You can see how extreme the tides have been. I'm coming up, this is the high tide line up here. You can see there's dead fish all the way up here at the high tide line. But look at how extreme the tides have been. We're at low tide right now. I'm standing up at the high tide line. Lots of dead fish up here along the high tide line. Lots of them. Snapper, a little snapper over there. Some little baby catfish. All kinds of fish. Poor things. Beautiful fish. Beautiful fish at that. Lots of little snappers up here, lots of them. It's such a shame. Such a shame. Just thinking these fish were literally suffocated, just starved of oxygen. Will scientists figure a way to combat this red tide? Maybe someday. What's the relation between red tide and the blue-green algae? No shortage of these poor little things up here. They're everywhere. But as I've said, it seems to be a lot better out here today. The conditions seem to be a lot better. So far, I haven't been coughing. No eye irritation. I'm right in front of the skybox. If you're familiar with the park, you know where I'm standing here. The tide is actually just turning now, just turning. Going from low tide, and the tide's just starting to come back in now. Just gonna walk out onto the sandbar up here ahead of me. Take a look out at the water. Get a closer look at the water. But it is not looking bad. Is it crystal clear? No. Is it perfect? No. It's nothing like yesterday. Getting a whiff of the dead fish, but not red tide yet. The winds died down a little bit also, so that helps. So now I'm at the north end of Area 2. I'll turn around here in a few minutes and try and get up to Wiggins Pass. The rangers have been up there picking up the dead fish up at the north end of the park already. Not so bad here, not so bad. See if there's any life in this fighting conch shell down here. See if he moves. Yeah. He's alive. There he is. He's alive. Give him a little rub and out he came. Thrashing around. If I can get him out here. Yep, he's going to tuck up in there now. Yep, can't coax him out. Beautiful little shell. Look at that. It's a gorgeous little fighting conch shell. He's got a nice little paint job on his house. The Florida fighting conch. We never take anything that's alive home from the beach. We leave all the live shells. We put them back in the water. Yeah, sadly, the little smaller fish, dead little fish here in the water. Darn it. Darn it, darn it. Yeah. Seen a lot of little ones floating by. So sad. So sad. But I honestly can say it is nothing like it was yesterday, or nothing like it was yesterday. Much, much better today, much better. Now, one of our friends did say, our friend Mike, he did say there was still a lot of bigger dead fish up towards the pass. And the park staff was up there trying to get that cleaned up. I don't know what the heck that is. That's just the head of something big. Wow. The head of a big drum, it looks like, maybe. Wow. Holy cow. That was huge. Oh no. Please be alive. Please be alive. A little 9-armed sea star. Still alive. We used to see these by the hundreds on these sandbars at low tide. We don't see too many of them anymore. They were starting to make a comeback. Prior to this red tide. The little 9-armed sea stars. He's alive. I can see his little legs moving under there. What legs he has left. Looks like he's been through some hard times, this little feller. Hopefully he'll survive. Put him down in the water. And I think I'm going to turn around and start heading up to the pass. See how far up to the north I get this morning. We're at the north end of Area 1 right now. Lots of beach. Lots of sandbar out here right now. But not a whole lot of shells. I am seeing some fighting conchs, more fighting conchs crawling around, so that's a good thing. Fighting conchs and live cockles. Haven't seen any olive shells though, no olive shells. Darn it. Oh, let's take that back. There's an olive shell right there. There's a live olive shell. See if he comes out. He was crawling around on the beach. So he is alive. Sweet. He was crawling around. I know it's alive. Beautiful little olive shell. I'll just put him back in his little spot there. And there was a little baby fighting conch here. A little fighting conch. Those little shells can be really nice. He's trying to look at him. He's coming out. Flipping around. Better get that drone out of here, dude. Unless you're flying with a permit. If you wonder what a drone looks like, That is a drone. That is a little Mavic, DJI Mavic drone. A Mavic. I'm gonna go see who's flying that. Pelicans going by. Ooh, a sand dollar. A sand dollar. A dead sand dollar. That'd bleach out nice though. That's a fairly nice one. Nice sized one. A medium sized. I'm going to leave that there for somebody else. Leave it there for somebody else so they can have a positive shelling experience. Catch the back, this back edge of the sandbar here. Sometimes something interesting gets caught up in here. Sadly, some dead fish. Ooh, but there's a beautiful little, beautiful little cockle shell, little spiny cockle. Might be the same one we saw yesterday with all its little spines. Nice looking little shell there. The spiny cockle. And it is alive. He was open when I picked him up. So that's a good sign. More little fish, dead fish caught up here in the little tidal pool. Oh, I don't know what that is. Beautiful little yellow mackerel. Jack, what is that? Is that a little mackerel? Beautiful little fish. So sad to see it dead. So sad. I don't know what that was. I'm not a fisherman. Shells. Oh, a little eel. A little dead eel over here. Looks like a dead fighting conch here. Let me see. See, nope. He's responding. He was upside down. He's moving around when I touched him. He was just kind of hanging out upside down, hanging out of his shell. Hey, good morning. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I think it's a little better today. Oh, yeah. I mean, it was terrible here. Yes. Were you out yesterday? Couldn't hardly breathe. Much better today. There you go. See you later. Yeah, if you're just tuning in, oh man, I'd say 200% better than yesterday out here. 200% better. It's not perfect by any means. Not normal. Far from normal, but better than yesterday. Oh man. Whew. Here's the back end of something huge. Something really big. I don't know what it is, but you can see from my hand there, that was a big fish. Whatever the back end is, that is, man, that was huge. Something just bit it in half. Bit it in half. Please don't be a dead horseshoe crab. Just be the exoskeleton. Nope. Shame. A dead horseshoe crab. Seeing a lot of our bottom feeding crabs, horseshoe crabs. Sad. So sad to see that on the beach. The catfish. These things are like prehistoric. Go back to the prehistoric days. That's his eyes there. This is the front of it here. They crawl along the bottom. And they actually, it looks like that tail means business there. You probably don't want to step on those little barbs, but they use that more to flip themselves over when they turn upside down. They use that little sword-like tail to flip themselves over. The horseshoe crab. Shame seeing it dead up here on the beach. Ah, what a pity. What a pity. Gotta wash my hand off. That guy was stinky. Stinky, stinky. Boy, beautiful weather, though. Absolutely beautiful weather. If I didn't tell you there was red tide here, you'd think it's absolutely perfect here. Beautiful blue sky. Don't see any ospreys up in the pine trees. So far, so good. As far as breathing, yesterday I was coughing. Today, no coughing. The only few bad smells I got were the smells of the dead fish on the beach. The water looks a lot better today. Oh. Where'd your wife go? I've never seen you without a jacket on. Oh man, did you find anything good? Some shark's teeth? Yeah? Nice. Beach is a lot nicer down here than it was yesterday.
Yeah, I went fishing yesterday.
Yeah, I couldn't breathe down here yesterday. I was coughing, and it's way better today.
Yeah, that ain't good, you know. It's better today. I'm glad of that.
Yeah. Hopefully it goes away. You saw a dolphin?
Dolphins?
Oh yeah, right behind the...
Well, right now he's ahead of the
Oh, there's a couple of them, man. There's a paddle boarder out there. And some dolphins popped up just ahead of them. Darn it, the water's too deep to get out there. Where are they? You can see the bubbles from the dolphins out there. Where did they go? I swear they're out there. They came right up next to the paddle boarder out there, who is over there. Oh, they're really hard to see. I just saw one come up. Saw the reflection of the sun on him when he came up. Yeah, they're very, very hard to see out there. Darn it. But they're out there. Trust me. Trust me, trust me. They were swimming around that paddle boarder. I don't know where they went now. They're kind of blending in with the water. Their colors they're just kind of blending in this morning. Sorry, we couldn't get a better look at them there. I just can't. It's kind of deep right in here to get closer. I'm sure Roy saw him. I'm sure Roy got to see his dolphins. I think we're going to be in good shape Sunday. Roy's birthday this Sunday, the 20th of December. Anybody that wants to come by the park here and wish him a happy birthday, that'd be awesome. up in Area 4. Him and I usually get into the park right when they open the gates, right about 8. Then I take my walk and he'll take a walk. So I'm saying, around 9-ish. I think this red tide's going to be out of here. Well, I'm praying for that to happen anyways, for it to be out of here. Beautiful, beautiful sky this morning. Area 4 now. We've crossed into Area 4, which is the widest stretch of beach currently in the park. You can see the water is not crystal clear, but compared to yesterday, 200% better. 200% better. You can just you can see the color of the water here. If you go back and look at yesterday's video and look at today's, you can see more of the blue and green in the water. Yesterday it was just kind of a muddy brown color. Look at the waves. As the wave builds up, you can see the blues and the greens. Have to wait for some more waves. Standing right in here where the waves break, I can smell the red tide. Right in here where the waves are breaking, definitely getting that sweet aroma of the red tide. I'm just kidding. It's not a sweet aroma. So it's definitely still here in the water. But nothing like yesterday. So you can see the water's not clear by any means. Yuck. It's nothing that's gonna kill me. Still beautiful though. When you look around here, it's just gorgeous. If I didn't tell you we had red tide, you wouldn't know. You could take a picture and put it on a postcard. Absolutely beautiful. That is a gorgeous view. I'm going to try and get a photo right now, as a matter of fact, so I can share it later. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Yeah, as soon as I get away from the waves, I got no problem breathing. But standing out where the waves are breaking, you could definitely smell that red tide in the air. I was hoping those dolphins would turn around and come back this way. They weren't too far offshore from where I'm at now. I'll tell you what, the Rangers are doing. The Rangers and the volunteers, they're doing a great job cleaning up the beach. Kudos to all of them. Not a pleasant job. Not a very pleasant job picking up dead fish and other dead critters. Look at all the little birds. Look at all the little seagulls and terns. That's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. The reflections in the wet sand. Another Kodak moment here, bear with me. Beautiful. It's so cool. Love our little feathered friends. Nice little variety there. Different types of terns and gulls. Some super big gulls. Look at the size of that one there. Look how big that one seagull is. Looks like a big turkey. One little sandpiper. I see one little sandpiper over there. Huh. Well, let's get up to see if we can get up to Wiggins Pass. before I run out of steam. I'm sure they probably have it all cleaned up there by now. If you're just tuning in, yes, we still have red tide here, but it is nothing like it was yesterday. The Rangers have been working hard cleaning up the beach. There are still dead fish on the beach. But a big improvement over yesterday. Let's hope that trend continues. It seemed to be much worse up at the north end of the park yesterday. Roy's sitting up there. All bundled up. All bundled up. I love these little patterns in the sand, these little ridges. So cool. So neat looking. I just love everything about being out at the beach. There's so many neat things. So many interesting little things to look at, to take pictures of. If you ever want to visit this place, I'll tell you what, it couldn't be any easier to get to. Delnor-Wiggins Pass State Park, North Naples, Florida. Easiest way to get here is if you're coming from the north or the south is either US 41 or I-75. If you're on I-75, get off at exit 111, Immokalee Road, and head west. Exit 111, Immokalee Road, head west. Same thing on 41, head west at Immokalee Road in North Naples. Just keep going west and you'll wind up at the front gate of the park. Just like that, couldn't be any easier. Oh, cool. I don't have a whole one of these little shells. I don't even know what they're called. Whoa, dead little leopard crab. Oh, what a shame. I think it's dead. Looks dead. It's missing some of his legs. Poor thing. What's left of a little calico crab. Or leopard crab. Poor thing. Another victim of the red tide. Beautiful, beautiful little crabs. Sad to see that. So sad. I'm gonna take a little stroll over to the gopher tortoise burrow. I don't know if that gopher tortoise has moved out of there or what. What's going on with it? Look at those clouds. That is so cool. That is so neat. Nobody's sticking their nose out here. Nobody's sticking their nose out at me today. Right there is the den, the burrow. No gopher tortoise in there. Huh. Seems like it's been weeks now since we've seen it. It's too bad. It's looking down to the south. Ooh, the dolphin's out here playing with the paddle boarder. I just saw it come up. Darn it, it's getting so bright I can't see the screen here. But I did see a dolphin pop up out there by that paddle boarder. He popped up right behind him. Those clouds are so cool. I got to get a picture of that. Oh, I'm out where the waves are breaking. Red tide stinks out there. Horrible. Oh. Something's making the water swirl around in a weird way over here. Oh, stinky. Right out there, the water's swirling around in just a weird pattern. I don't know what's causing that. I want to try and get a photo here. Bear with me. Hopefully I can make this work. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. I'll get out of where these waves are breaking so I can breathe. I'm seeing some pieces of some broken sand dollars. Broken sand dollars down there. Sadly, little dead catfish. What's left of a sand dollar? Or two sand dollars, two different sand dollars. Little fighting conchs. I don't know if anybody's in them. That's an empty shell there. An empty conch. Another empty. Two nice little fighting conch shells. Seeing some little fish, little dead fish here on the sandbar, but nothing too big. Really doesn't matter whatever size they are, we don't want to see them. Yeah, it looks like there's more up at this end. More dead fish still up here at the north end of the park. You can see them kind of spread out. Again, not near as many as yesterday. Nothing like yesterday. Yep. Smells worse up here. Smells worse up here again. Darn it. mullet. Needlefish. Hey, how are you doing?
So,
Well, if it wasn't for this, it'd be great. Just something we got to deal with, but it stinks, you know. It's too bad we can't figure out how to get rid of it.
how long are we gonna have it? You know?
Were you here yesterday?
No.
It's a lot better today than it was yesterday. I couldn't even breathe yesterday.
Yeah, I heard it was bad.
So hopefully it's on its way out. But it's worse up here than down there.
Okay.
You can kind of see the discoloration in the water. And if you walk along where the waves are breaking, that's where you can smell it. But yeah, have a great day. Have a good one. Yeah, lots of big mullets here washed up here at the north end up in Area 5. Mullets, there's some redfish, ladyfish, mackerel, saw that needlefish. Ugh. Oh well. That stinks. Literally. Literally stinks. I don't think, though, it's not as bad up here, though, either, as it was yesterday. Not as bad as it was yesterday. Still not good, though. There's an old sand dollar. Surprised there was a lady walking by. I'm surprised she didn't pick it up. It's not perfect. Oh, this kills me. Look at the size of this. Oh, what a beautiful fish. What a gorgeous, gorgeous fish to find, just to see dead, lifeless on the beach. Such a shame. Such a shame. So sad. So sad. Trying to look for some shells up here. Tide is on its way in here. Hopefully it'll be bringing some cleaner water in. Part of a lightning whelk. It's missing its tail. Almost the whole lightning whelk shell. Some broken moon shells. Where I saw another one over here somewhere. I don't know where it went. There's a piece of an old moon shell. Little spiny cockle. Half a little spiny cockle shell. Some little scallops up here. Nice little scallop there. Another little scallop. Seeing a lot of cockle shells up here, a lot of cockle shells. Jan would be happy out here. Cockle shell. Seen a lot of smaller ones. A lot of broken sand dollars too. A lot of broken sand dollars up here. And of course, a lot of dead fish. Wiggins Pass, Barefoot Beach over there on the other side of the pass. Boy, a lot of little cockle shells out here, a lot of them. A lot of nice little scallops too. But lots of these little cockles. Beautiful shells, the cockle shells. Lots of empty conch shells too. Lots of empty fighting conch shells for you folks that like to collect them. Dead fish though everywhere up here. Everywhere. Man, lots of fighting conch shells. Can't believe how many fighting conch shells there are up here. Oh, there's a piece of what was a beautiful moon shell. Man, I'd love to find a moon. I haven't found a nice moon shell in a while, but that was a beautiful. Man, look at the eye on that. That would have been a beauty. Wow. Man, what a shame. Another scallop. Here's a nice looking scallop. What the heck? Gotta rinse it off here. A white one. Look at that one. That's a nice one for decorating, for painting. Just a shame. Just a shame. Still seeing the dead fish. Go away, red tide. Go away. A lot of dead fish along the high tide up here. The old Cocohatchee River. And I can see fish floating out in the water here. I can see the dead fish just bobbing around out there in the pass. Some of them got some big chunks out of them. Wiggins Pass. Ooh, dolphin. Just came up right over here, right along the edge. Right along the edge. Right up close. Right up close. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Just right here. There he is. Right here in front of me. Right in front of me. Where's he going? Where's he going? Did you see that? Where'd he go? See if he comes back here. He's over here now. Where'd he go? Oh, here he is. Right up close. See him over here? Right up along. Where'd he go? He was following right along the edge of the beach here. There he is. He's moving fast. How cool. Where'd he go? Is he heading out? That was cool. Just kind of snuck up on me. I don't know where he went now. It's coming right along here. He disappeared on me. Huh. I don't know if he went out into the pass or if he turned around. That was cool. But I lost him. The water's pretty murky here. The tide's just turning. You can see how brown that water is. I hope you got to see it in the camera. That was sweet. Ha! Talk about being in the right place at the right time. I don't know where he went, he or she. Don't know. Just disappeared. Disappeared. What big chunks of the beach dropping off here, falling off into the pass as I'm walking along. The water already starting to change colors with the tide coming in. Well, it's a beautiful, beautiful morning. Sadly, we're still dealing with the red tide, but it appears to be getting better. So that's a good thing. We're still seeing dead fish washing up on the beach. Praying for the best here, praying for the best. Well, I think I'm going to call it a morning. Be sure to tell your friends about Southwest Florida Television. If you appreciate what I'm doing, if you enjoy our time together in the morning, if you enjoy tagging along during my live feeds, please consider supporting me, Southwest Florida Television. I don't get paid to do this. You can find a link to my PayPal account in the description of this post if you want to send a little tip, a thank you. You can send some stars through Facebook to any of my videos. Please think about becoming a regular monthly supporter of Southwest Florida Television on Facebook. 2 things that keep me coming back. Very important. Your friendship and financial support. So thank you. Thank you very, very much. Thanks for being a friend. Hey, I'm not going home without a moon shell. It's a little worn, but it's a moon shell nonetheless. Great, great, great. And we got to see a dolphin. Those of you that stuck around and were patient, you got to see a dolphin. I hope you got to see it in the video. I saw it. That was awesome. Just looking for shells here as I'm walking along before I sign off. I don't know why I keep picking them up. I got enough shells at the house to open a museum. Pretty little scallop shell. Red tide just stinks right up around here, the north end. It's darn redfish. It's a shame seeing these redfish on the beach. Those are delicacies. They're awesome. The redfish. Now just keep praying, then it keeps getting better. Keeps getting better instead of worse. That's all we can do. Ew. Mr. Kevin, how you doing today?
Looks better with the sun out.
Yeah, it's it seems to be a lot better down that end of the park. Seems to be a lot better. Compared to yesterday. It was horrible yesterday. Couldn't even breathe.
Yeah, I know.
But if you get out close to the waves and you can smell it.
Yeah,
You can really smell it. And right up here it gets strong.
Yeah, because that's the wind. You got a lot of wind down
there.
Got mist off the waves.
Had dolphin come right up.
There was some down there.
Right up to the beach up here at the pass. Just came right up. All along the edge. Caught me off guard. Oh, an old cone shell.
Oh, that's 100 years old.
That's older than Roy.
The tulip.
Yeah, those two shells right there are probably older than Roy.
Yeah.
Man.
I'll throw him on the counter with the
So you still planning on picking up his stuff Sunday? Awesome. All right.
I'll just get a Roy special, right? You'll know it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, 9?
Yeah, probably 9. Because he usually takes a little walk when we get here. And yeah. All right. See you later. Yeah. Well, folks, it hasn't been a super pleasant morning just because of the red tide. It's been a beautiful morning weather-wise, but it's never fun to see sights like this. The dead fish along the beach. These needlefish. I think they're so neat, these needlefish. I ain't seeing anything dead. Those needlefish are so cool looking. What a shame. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow morning. God willing, weather permitting. It's all about the man upstairs. He's the one that's in control of this situation. I don't know what I did. I got these stars on here. I don't know what's causing that. I don't know how to get rid of them. I hit some button and they popped up. And I cannot figure out how to make them go away for the life of me. So it was a nice little added feature there, the stars. Or the streaks, whatever, the colors. I don't know how long they've been on. I couldn't see the screen all morning. I can't get rid of them. I can't figure out how to get that stupid effect off the screen. I'm trying. It won't go away. I'm telling it, go away. Go back to normal. Did it go away? Yay! That was funny. I think I came on back when I was by the dolphin. Oh well. An added bonus. Special effects. No extra charge. All right. Well, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. Hump day, huh? Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being a friend. Tally ho, everyone, tally ho. For Southwest Florida Television, I'm Robb Stan. God bless.